Traders, welcome back to another price session trading lesson. In this video, we're going to go through the price chart bar by bar following the price session rules. And the first price session rule is telling me that I need to follow the trends inside of the overall market structure. And you can see on every single price chart, there are trends within the overall structure. So we have uptrend working higher, close outside, little break in new extreme, which tells me that the trend line rule played out. And right now we have a strong downtrend pushing lower. And we are closing outside of this downtrend. So going to trend line rule, and you can see how prices are fitting nicely inside this channel. I expect for prices to continue bearish and to form the new extreme. Now, what is the overall structure of this market? Well, I can see that we don't have a clear strong uptrend or downtrend. So that means I'm trading most likely some form of a trend range. So I want to make sure I know where the key levels of the trend range are, which is I'm going to select the low of the day during the overnight session and the high of the day as kind of my first guess where the most important key levels are going to be, because this is majority of the time where the important key levels are going to be. So prices are correcting, and even though I expect new extreme and bearish continuation, that doesn't mean I can just sell anywhere on a chart. No, I want to sell in the form of a high probability setup, which is going to be a two-legged pullback at the key entry point, which key entry point at this point is going to be the 21-bar exponential moving average. So we have a second entry short, but we are above EMA and the bar is horrible. Prices are stacking, and as I can see EMA rejecting prices consistently, this is good. This is indicating to me that the bearish bias is confirmed. What am I expecting? I would like to take a lower high confirmation setup. We sort of have a lower high here, but we have matching highs and it's all a bit cluttered. I was treating it as a second entry short as a whole, and once we free ourselves from this congestion, the lower high would be also breakout pullback, because we have smaller congestion. This is basically overlapping area. EMA is in the middle of these bars. So notice here's the lower high, because we broke lower. We broke one tick above this bar, creating the pullback, and we instantly reversed down. So this is lower high. It's not that easy to see because the prior bar, the setup bar, is bearish bar. And generally you like to see the lower high form below bullish bar. So you know a lot of bulls are trapped. But this is right now rejection of the EMA, confirmation of the second entry short, and it is a decent high probability setup. Now I would like to see lower high that is triggering below full bullish bar. This is a little bit too steep for me, but this is okay setup to take. Why? Because we have context on our side. The rules tell us that the downtrend is going to get new extreme and prices stay below EMA. There is no point for me right now to think bullish, and prices are heading all the way down here. So as I can see, prices working lower. This structure is clearly indicating to me that it visually looks like a two-legged pullback, which is the core of how price action moves. So I can use the measured move tool to help me project the target of the sellers. And this right here would give me approximate area where prices may reach. So I'm playing with the idea that the prices may go all the way down here. However, I'm going to mark the new extreme because this downtrend close outside, creating new low. And right now I'm pausing all my shorts because not only the downtrend played out with the breaking extreme, but also we're at the bottom of the trend range where the bulls may start buying, because in trend ranges, the bulls buy at the bottom, sells at the sell at the top. So I want to be careful. So even though I have a second entry short here, it's far to the EMA, I don't want to sell, and the downtrend played out with the breaking extreme. At the same time, can I go long? I really cannot. Not that it is a bad idea, but we haven't pushed above EMA, and I don't know how many pushes lower there's going to be. We have a new low, first attempt to sell, second attempt to sell that failed, which would have been a good reversal pattern had it pushed above EMA and formed above EMA. That didn't happen, so I can't really take it. Okay, I'm just being patient here. I would like to see some proven uptrend to prove to me that the bulls are reversing, because the reversal pattern never happened. And prices continue working lower. We have a lower high, but once again, you're selling quite low below this horrible bar, just nothing really clean. You can see the measured move is very close to being reached, almost reached the tick, and prices are once again finding support at the bottom. So at this point the structure is not getting that clear, because we are not reversing strongly from the lows as you would expect in trend range. Bearish bias is still present because every single time we push above EMA we still reject down. I'm so close to these lows of the trend range that I can't really sell. So this is the area on the chart where it is not okay to go long and not okay to sell at the same time. Sometimes traders think that, okay, I'm not selling, that means I'm buying. It's black and white. No, actually there's a gray area. There's an area on the chart where there is not really a good move to do either thing, buy or sell. And this is one of those areas on the chart because you're so close to these lows of the main trend range where you cannot sell directly into it. But at the same time, you haven't pushed above EMA with the reversal pattern for you to trust that the market is reversing. So just be patient. The market is not showing you signs of clear structures. I'm just going to be patient. I'm not buying. We're still getting rejected by the EMA. I'm not selling directly into these lows. Plus, there's a chance that there ended up being a little bit wider channel, which is why you want to see reversal pattern above EMA to know that it's safe to start buying. So there's an additional downtrend, but you cannot really sell into these lows. Downtrend played out with the break in new extreme. And finally, market is reversing to the upside. Okay, this is what I want to see. Market is breaking higher. So I'm going to redraw the uptrend. The market is getting some momentum off the support above EMA. So what am I expecting? At this point, I would like to see some small two-legged pullback to the EMA and get a high probability setup. So let's see if we can get a high probability setup, because every single time I'm counting for high probability setup in bullish uptrend, I'm counting from the latest high. In bearish downtrend, I'm counting from the latest low. So we have the new high, we have a first entry long, but price is already created first entry long straight to a new extreme. So no high probability setup for me to take. And you can see not that many setups. Today's price session, very slow, very uneventful, but I have to deal with this. Sometimes there are going to be days like this, so I'm being patient. Uptrend played out with the break new extreme. When I was watching this, I was even eyeing potential spike and channel like this, which was quite tempting. So when I was watching this live, I was thinking possible second entry long above EMA, but notice I was quickly proven wrong as prices continue selling below EMA. So I deleted the channel because this is a tight trading range, and in tight trading ranges, especially when they're slow like this, you really don't want to be leaning too much on any wider channel or any longer trend, because trends are very tight here. Market will pivot. So I quickly reversed, quickly redrew the downtrend, and you can see that I'm still following the trend line rule, because even in indecisive structure like this, which is basically a trading range, there are still channels being present. These channels are always following a momentum direction, and there's a reason to it. So we have a break, new extreme, push below EMA is confirming the brand new bearish downtrend is starting. Felt second entry long has a horrible bar, so we can't really take it. Okay, and now we have new low. We have a first entry short if we get a trigger below this bar, which we have. Now, why am I counting for first entry short? Well, because this downtrend right now is in play. This is the lowest low, first entry short. What am I expecting? I would like to get second entry short right at the EMA high probability setup, because this downtrend needs to get new extreme. Let's see if it happens. It's not happening, and prices keep trending all the way to the upside. Okay, so not uncommon in trading ranges for prices to pivot without new extreme, because the support is so strong. So many bulls are buying here that the market didn't offer us a new extreme. Happens rarely, but it can happen in trading ranges. Now, notice what is happening. After our bounce at the bottom of the trading range, we only managed to push in the middle of the trading range. And right now, the prices are quite weak. The bullish momentum is not as significant, and we are mainly hovering at the bottom portion of the main trading range. You can see EMA is very flat. We have swing up, swing down, swing up, swing down, swing up. So this is resembling to me another form of a trading range at the lower part of this range. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to locate some smaller trading range at the bottom of the main one. You can use it also as the midline for the main one. Okay, and prices are pushing strongly below EMA. Am I looking for a wider channel like this? I wasn't really too excited. I kept my initial channel like this, mainly because how overall bearish this is. Because since we are at the bottom portion of the main range, I'm not really expecting stronger continuation now. It really feels like the market is a little bit too bearish, and we are at the bottom portion, so I'm leaning more bearish overall. We have a massive push below EMA, and we have lower high, which is not really confirming a high probability setup as I would generally like. But after such a push below EMA, It's more of a contextual low high because you have visual double top and sometimes close is close enough, but it's a little bit more aggressive. I will mark it. I was thinking about this setup myself. I just would have preferred had it take one tick higher above the bull bar without matching high, so I can see bulls being trapped. It formed a little bit inside of this bullish bar, but it makes sense. Almost double top. The structure is more bearish, so more aggressive trader can definitely go short here. Your stop loss goes one tick above the bar. You're entering with the limit order or sell stop order if you're using stops. And on a day like this, I would probably not even go for 2 points. I will go straight only for 6 ticks because this was extremely low value market. Okay, and now notice what is happening. The downtrend is in play. We are closing outside. So according to trendline rule, I expect for prices to form new extreme. I'm gonna count from the lowest low. You have a first break below this bar, so we have a first entry short. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting for prices to give me second entry short, just like I was expecting here, which it didn't form here because we bounced at the bottom. Okay, I'm adapting, but now we have room to actually reach the bottom, and downtrend needs to get new extreme. So if we get a second entry short, I'm going to be interested. And notice now we have second entry short, but look at the signal bar on my chart. It still has significant bullish body. I would have preferred for this bullish body to trade it lower to give me a little bit more of a bearish bar. Now notice the micro option also played out with the break new high. You can only take it if you have better bar on your chart. You're still closing below EMA, so this is a good because you're working with the EMA is letting you know that the prices are bullish since you're closing, prices are bearish since you're closing below. Had you pushed above, you would have not been selling, so this is good to see, but the signal bar on my chart unfortunately prevents me from taking it, which is a shame because you can see the new low according to rules has been made. So the setup would have been great, but unfortunately we can't really take it. Okay, market is reversing to the upside. And notice we have a break, new extreme. You have a first leg down, pull back, second leg down. So at this point, what is going through your mind? Well, if I'm going to zoom back, I can clearly see that we have established a small trend range at the bottom. EMA completely flat, consistent price swings up and down, and notice how much right now this bullish price action has retraced basically all the movement to the downside. So since we are in a trend range and you expect for prices to from the top go to the bottom, from the bottom go to the top, I am right now leaning a little bit more bullish and expecting for prices to reach the resistance because right now we just came from the lows. Okay, we didn't touch it perfectly, but it is okay. There's a break new extreme, two-legged pullback. So we are right now working on our way up. So I can expect for prices to continue trending a little bit higher. The channel fits nicely. We have a new low. First attempt to sell, push above EMA, and we have second entry short on the opposite side of the EMA, and we have second entry short failure, confirming the EMA. Now this right here is a visual of failed second entry short off the trend line, but there's a little gap between the body and the EMA. So once again, I can mark it. I actually kind of like this setup looking back in hindsight. I'm going to mark it as a failed second entry short. You can be a little bit more aggressive. Not the easiest structure to trade because everything is so stacked together, but more aggressive trader can take a failed second entry short here because it is off the EMA and you have nicely confirmed the trend line and you're bouncing off the low, so expect for prices to continue working higher. Your stop loss is safe because you keep it one tick below the signal bar. You're using the price action structure to protect your stop, so you just have to ride this out, but eventually market continue working higher. And according to range rules, what's most likely going to happen? Most breakouts will fail. So this right here is a failed breakout. That's how the price action works in trend ranges. Most breakouts will fail. All the bulls will get trapped buying the breakout. You can see the resistance, the important key level, but this move is too steep. Yes, you have a small break and a new extreme, but it's not significant, and it's hard to time it properly because since this uptrend is so steep and doesn't have clear break, sideways break and move to new extreme, that the sideways break would be really clear to see. You can't really sell. It's tempting, but it's kind of gut feeling because once again this is too steep, not a significant close below EMA. So you would be expecting a lower high below EMA. That's not happening. Or failed second entry long, that's not happening. and market is trending all the way to the downside. This is quite surprising, but this is, you can see the power of failed breakouts and respecting the moves in trend ranges, because you really want to be betting that 80% of these breakouts will fail, which is exactly what's going to happen in trend ranges. This is a clear trend range. So at this point, notice how far away you're from EMA. EMA acts as a magnet. This is one of the reasons why we have it on the chart, because it will pull prices closer to it. There needs to be equilibrium in the markets. The markets never go straight down or straight up. There always are pullbacks. So since you see prices so far from EMA, especially in the range, you can't expect the pullback. But this move down is quite strong. Too bad there is no break in your dream. Can we get the high low in the middle of no man's land? Nothing good. Okay, we're breaking above EMA. Now, I'm specifically leaning more bullish at this point rather than bearish. Why? Because this has been such a clear and healthy established trend range. And since you're pushing above EMA so strongly, it's very common that such a sharp 90-degree angle move will get instantly reversed. And after such a push above EMA and a wider uptrend fitting so nicely, I'm leaning more bullish because I'm betting more on range structure. Okay, this has been an entire day worth of a trend range, and it feels counter-trend trading like this, but in ranging, this is exactly how you need to rewire your brain. You need to be thinking that you're going to buy back into the trend range and sell high. So I'm leaning more bullish. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting another failed second entry short. Just like here, first entry short, second entry short failure, new low. Oops, my trend line is a little bit crooked. First entry short, second entry short failure would have been great above the EMA, which is confirming the bullish bias. But there is no break below these bars. No way for me to take failed second entry short because it is just not forming. There's no break, no tick lower. I noticed a couple of traders had better bars. So if you have legitimate technical failed second entry short with break below this bar, one of these bars indicating a second entry short failure, you have to go long here as a high probability setup. But on my chart, there was no high probability setup. I was expecting second entry long at the EMA. Okay, we have another new extreme, so I'm just going to be patient. Okay, we have a break new high, so I'm just going to pause my longs. We have a second entry long. Can I go long? I cannot. The main uptrend has a break new high. We have a tiny spike and a channel, but it is mainly prevent you from selling too prematurely. So I definitely cannot go long because uptrend played out to break new high and you're at the top of the trend range. So once again, most breakouts will fail and you expect for prices to go lower. Plus, this second entry long is very far away from EMA with the body, so there's a gap. So new high has been made. It is a range structure. Most breakouts will fail, but I can't really sell because we haven't really broken below EMA once. So I'm just going to be patient. Okay, we're pushing below EMA. We have a lower high confirmation of the failed second entry long, but you know, look at the signal bar once again below full bearish bar. Can't really take it. Okay, we new low, first entry short. I'm expecting second entry short. We don't get a second entry short and market is trending to the higher, and now it's too late. Very few high probability clean setups today. A lot of dojis, a lot of stacked areas, but overall the price action rules apply. You can see you're basically following the trend lines inside of the main trend range, and you can see how many breakouts keep failing if the trend range is really healthy and really confirmed. I like fading breakouts, but they need to form a little bit better. If you take, for example, failed breakout like this, you should be mainly swinging your entire position because this is more aggressive. So buying here or selling here is definitely a valid way how to trade it. But since they are more aggressive because the trends didn't play out with the clear new extreme, you want to make sure you're approaching a little bit differently, because if you can get more fake outs, you need to make sure the risk to reward is in your favor. So you're mainly supposed to be swinging your entire position, but you can see how powerful the failed breakout can be. I like to be waiting for the failed second entry, which unfortunately on my chart there was no trigger, and on the way down you didn't even get the chance to catch it. So pretty much the good day only to practice how to read the context, but when it comes to actually taking setups, there really weren't that many. I hope you didn't get chopped today. I hope you were patient. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.